Alright, hi everyone, this is Peter. I'm trying to make this video. It's to show off the gel crayons, and I have, these are my Kingarts ones, and I also have Faber Castell gelatos, which I think are going out of production. And I also have these Zeyar Bible Highlighters, which I have a couple of these. It's all the same stuff. The ZR ones are interesting because they come in all kinds of pastel colors, and they're themed by season. So I actually have all 4 seasons: the winter season, the spring season, etc. And you can see there's quite a list of colors. There's 24 colors in all. I guess you get 6 per season. So I'm just going to grab a couple of random ones. Let's use the... I've been trying to draw this cherry tree, but it hasn't been working out too well for me. So I'm going to use 3 random ones right there. And what I have here is an artist trading card and some washi tape. And what we're going to do is we're just going to create a gradient on here. Now, the demo here is specifically, like, you can see a lot of different demos of the water-soluble properties of gel crayons. Like, it's used by a lot of the adult colorists, adult coloring books, for backgrounds. They like to use this for backgrounds, and they can also be used with stencils. They can be used as watercolors. Like, you can just dip them in water, but there's not a whole lot on just using them flat out as like a sort of you know, the crayon method, which it looks like there's the easiest way to use them. Maybe it's just assumed that you would need it, but I think it's cool because they're not quite like oil pastels. They're similar to oil pastels, but they're not quite like oil pastels. So anyways, I got these 3, and let's get another one from another set. I'm gonna get one of my Kingarts ones. How about this light blue? That looks like it fits in that palette. And then I'll even get one of my... How about this? One of my faber castell ones too. This one's called Blue Moon. And all we're gonna do here is they're super soft, crayony. Now, if you tried to put them on here, this is my issue that with the using them strictly for water. When you put them on here, you can indeed like turn these into watercolor. They are water soluble, but you're always going to have the original mark. It's going to be in there. It doesn't go away very well. So what I have found is kind of an interesting way to use them is just go for complete coverage. like cover the entire field with them. Oh, that color is not too far off from the ZR, is it? It's different, but it's not far. This is going to be a darker color. Look at that. Hang on. Well, it's not too far either. Let's add, this is the Faber Castell. Now, you can use your finger to blend them out, and I think that's a good way to do it. They also come with a little sponge, and it's like a little makeup sponge. I mean, it looks like a little makeup anyways. So they give you this little makeup sponge, these little wedge type sponges as well. I think this is, we've blended it too much. There's not enough variation here, so I think I want to go back and put another color in here or something that will break this up a little bit more. That ain't it. Now we just got a green thing. So let's get something that really splits it away. So maybe something like this dark aqua? Or am I not going far enough? Maybe I want to go really dark here. And the cool thing about it is it'll dry completely dry. Where oil pastel will never really dry. You'll always be tacky. You can get a fixative for oil pastel. There's a Minwax kind, and then there's I actually use this Degas fixative, which says for oil pastel and soft pastel. I guess something else that contrasts even more. Maybe something that's not blue. If we put a yellow on there, we'll get a green. Or maybe if we put a green, we'll get a... no, it won't work. I'm avoiding complementary colors because we'll just get mud. But let's go ahead and get a yellow in there. This says Starburst, but it's really a fluorescent yellow. You can see it's fluorescent. Let me wipe it off. You can see it gets that bright. I'm gonna wait till it dries a little bit more. It feels a little bit tacky to me. And there we go. That seems like it's showing up. Okay, now I'm finger blending, but I'm not rubbing hard. I'm actually just kind of smoothing it out. This feels like that fluorescent stuff reminds me of how the 90s were. Everything was fluorescent. And let's get a dark color to throw in there as well. Maybe this color. And I don't want to blend it into obscurity. I just want to just soften the edges. That's what's cool about it. Now, like I said, because this dries, you could then go over it with something else like colored pencil or white gel pen or other types of stuff. I've even used fountain pen and stuff like that. So you can try that out. But let's pull up the edges now. It's my favorite part is the edges. And until you see the edge, like, you never know how good you did the contrast. But like that color is very saturated. It's like hitting it with I like to say it looks a little bit like gouache paint to me. And you can tell. There it is. We could do acrylic pen over this. Acrylic like paint pen, like a Posca. This might be fun to do like a Posca, like even one of those silver type pens or gold pens or black acrylic ink or even white acrylic ink. Or something else. But stronger than watercolor by far. And a little bit more workable than oil pastel in a lot of ways. Although I still think oil pastel is superior in its color and its blendability and the way it reacts. Like oil pastel, and also oil pastel is much cheaper, by the way. I think right now you can get a 48 color set of oil pastels for like $10. So whereas these Kingarts are a little bit more expensive. But when you're messing with these, you're specifically doing a mixed media technique, and you can do like some interesting things. So anyways, something to check out. So I'm just adding this on at the end here. It's done a little bit of drying, and you see I added a moon and some stars in here. And I've got a white gel crayon, and I'm just... The more this dries, I can keep layering in white, and you see it isn't entirely opaque when it goes on, but it's pretty good. And then, where's my white pen? Here's my white Uniball. You can see I can add stars with a Uniball. And so now I've got like a little moon with some stars on my artist training card. And this, like I said, it will eventually dry more than it has already. It's dried a little bit. And it's got great opacity, great coverage, and you know, you could make some nice gouache looking paintings with it. All right, there's my update.